Hey there, it's Shauna. I hope you're doing good. This is your weekly astrology forecast for the week of August 22nd. So this week is all about discernment. And I'm really excited to share with you the energy of this week. I think it could be a really interesting week, lots of different opportunities, lots of ideas coming to you, and there's some little tricks to harness this energy most effectively. So this week is all about discernment because this week is all about the Virgo. So we've got a lot of Virgo going on this week, and Virgo is all about discernment. Virgo is very specific, and Virgo is very particular. So we actually start off the week on Monday with the sun moving into the sign of Virgo. And so this means it's Virgo season. All of our Virgo birthdays are going to happen as of Monday for the whole month. So also this week, something that's happening that's really interesting is that Mercury and Venus are going to be conjunct Jupiter. And so if you watch other forecasts, you may get a really positive vibe from this because Mercury is thought and communication, Venus is love and money and sex. And those two planets are conjuncting with Jupiter, and Jupiter expands things. Jupiter is all about luck and optimism as well. So there's good stuff going on, right? So with this combination, there's a potential to expand your thinking. There's a potential for lucky and interesting synchronistic kind of things to happen. But we have to remember that this is all happening in the sign of Virgo though, and Virgo is very specific. Virgo is all about the details. And so this week is all about discernment because you may have a lot of situations happening. There may be a lot of ideas, there may be a lot of opportunities for you, and it just may feel like a very full week in general. And so I encourage you this week to really be discerning with what it is that you put your time and your energy towards. And that leads to the other thing that's happening this week is that Mars, the planet of our aggression and our drive, our masculine energy, is making contact with Saturn this week. And so Saturn's all about responsibility and diligence and all of these things. And so with this aspect, this is really about making things real, and it's about using your determination wisely and using your masculine energy, that energy that you use to go after things in a way that is responsible and effective and, again, discerning. So this week I'm really feeling like it's going to be feel like there's a fullness to it, like there's a lot going on, even if that's just inside of your psyche, even if it's not things externally. Maybe you have a lot of ideas and maybe things are starting to expand and become more clear on where it is that you want to go with something. And so I have some tips for you to really handle the energy this week because this week is also important because we're in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is starting to slow down, and it's actually going to come back to this point and conjunct with Jupiter again. So it's something where you may be revisiting all of the ideas that you're having this week in a positive way, of course. Revisiting doesn't always have to be bad. So 3 tips for you. So the first tip that I would have for you is to do some type of spiritual practice with your body. So get your body moving, but make it meaningful. This could be things like walking meditation, Tai Chi, yoga, anything, even going for a run if that feels like you are more connected to yourself after you run. Anything like that where you're using your physical body in a conscious and spiritual kind of way. So this is very much because of the Mars-Saturn energy coming together. So we want to use our energy, but we want to connect with it. With all of this happening, there could be a tendency to feel kind of like frenetic, where there's just like so much stuff going on and then you go into your head. So that spiritualization of your physical energy is going to help with that. The second tip for this week is to write all the lists. Write a list for like everything, brainstorm ideas, do a big board or your journal or whatever it is, but Virgo loves lists. And so writing down everything is going to be soothing for you this week. So even if you don't do anything with that list, even if you refer back to it, you may end up referring back to it again because Mercury is going to retrograde later this month. So something that you can reference later. So write all the lists, everything that you're thinking about, write that shit down. And then the third thing for this week is to do some type of breath work. So I really love alternate nostril breathing. If you've come to some of my classes in Encinitas, you know that I love that and I do that a lot. But any kind of conscious breathing practice, you can Google that, you can find all kinds of stuff on YouTube. Alternate nostril breathing is especially helpful because it's going to help balance out each side of your brain. And that is going to help you be more discerning, and it's going to help you make more decisions in a way that where you're grounded in your body, and it's from a place of knowing what's most appropriate for you at this point in time. So those are my tips. That's what the week is all about. Again, it's all about being really discerning and very wise with your energy this week. And I would just pay attention because it may feel, again, very full, lots going on, which is great. We love that. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment and let me know. I always love to hear how you're feeling. Share this video on social media. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, which I love if you want to get more love on the signs and what's happening like day by day. That's always a nice, fun way to connect with me as well. So I'm wishing you an amazing week and sending you lots of love. Namaste. Mwah.